Slate Payments is our convenient, built-in payment processor. Setup is easy and entirely self-service. Slate Payments utilizes Stripe to collect and process payments for a large variety of payment methods and countries. Payment information goes directly to Stripe from the payee's web browser and is never stored on Slate servers, so the entire process is fully PCI compliant. Slate Payments is simple to implement and has many advantages over external payment processors. For example, Slate Payments is the only payment processor that enables payments to be collected directly on Slate forms and within the Slate-hosted application without needing to redirect the payee to an external payment page. For your in-person events, it is the only processor that allows for tap-to-pay payment collection on your iPhone via the Slate mobile app. With Slate Payments, you have the flexibility to pick a desired payout schedule and can process refunds expeditiously directly from within your Slate database. Slate Payments can be used alongside external payment processors. To set up Slate Payments, you will need to complete the following simple steps. First, create a deposit account. We always recommend using your production environment to build and test payment integrations. For this, you will navigate to Database, Slate Payments, and click New Account. Here, you will configure the settings for a given deposit account. We encourage you to carefully follow the instructions within our Slate Payments setup documentation here. When entering a deposit account name, you will want a helpful and descriptive name that your team will understand. The Statement Details section represents information that will appear on the payer's bank statement when they are charged by your organization. Statement support email address will appear on the statement. Meanwhile, the internal notification email for disputes will be used whenever a charge is disputed. The Banking and Payment Information section is where you will enter the details of the external bank account where the funds will be routed, as well as the currency type, payout schedule, and a couple of other important settings for payment flexibility. Accept the Stripe Connect Terms of Service and click Save. You will be redirected to Stripe to provide additional information about your organization before your deposit account can be authenticated. Next, you will want to connect the payment account prompt to the deposit account. Slate databases come with 3 pre-made default payment prompts for application fee, enrollment deposit, and event payment. These are the most common fee types, but you can supplement them to capture other types of payments that your organization tracks. Each prompt can be associated with a deposit account. For application-scoped payments, deposit accounts are connected through the application editor as follows. From Database, navigate to the application editor and select the desired application configuration. If you have multiple application bases configured, you must perform this configuration step for each one. Locate the item with the part ID of payment _ the desired payment prompt key. For example, to configure the deposit account for application fees, click the payment _ application fee listing. You will then click Payment Provider and select Slate Test. This is a test configuration setting. Fill in the remaining values and save. Slate Payments is now ready for testing. To test this payment process from the payer's point of view, follow these simple steps. Add a payment due activity for the desired payment account to a test application. This can be done manually for a quick way to test the payment setup itself. In your fully built-out process, the payment activity is typically added to a record via a form submission or a rule. To learn more about payment due activities and interactions, you can review the Charging Payments in Slate Using Interactions and Activities knowledge base article. Once saved, a payment due activity will generate a payment link that can be displayed, included in mailings or portals, and sent directly to records to make their payment online. Once the payment is completed, Slate records a payment received activity. When you are using Slate Payments, the payment history page will log the actual payment transaction. You will be able to review payments received, disputes, and refunds all directly within your Slate database and export them using familiar query tools or via standard Excel reconciliation reports. When you have verified that payments are working as expected, You will then switch your deposit account configuration to production mode within the application editor. Your Slate Payments deposit account is now complete and ready to be used.